Everybody, and welcome to the Keet and Bait 15-year anniversary video special. We are going over the Super Nintendo. Bait, as always, is joining me. Bait, what are your thoughts about the Super Nintendo?
Oh yeah, Super Nintendo is pretty great. Basically represents like the first half of elementary school.
Pretty standard controller. An interesting thing to mention, the top buttons will be painted on LNR if it's a first print controller. After that, they actually have a little engravement of LNR. Next we have the Super Nintendo cleaning kit. Next we have the Super Nintendo multi-tap. This is in case you want to play a 4-player Super Nintendo game since the console natively cannot. I think I only have Looney Tunes B-Ball that supports 4-player action. Super Mario World, which came bundled with the console, but I'm showing it because of the Mario Mania strategy guide. Do you remember that, Bait?
Oh, I love that strategy guide.
Next we have Sim City for the Super Nintendo. This was supposed to get ported to the NES, but they couldn't make it, so they just put it on the Super Nintendo as a launch console. The next game is part game, part accessory. It is the Super Scope 6. That's the giant bazooka version for the Super Nintendo as opposed to the NES Zapper.
Oh yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, there you go, babe. I wonder where this game came from. That was part of our Christmas exchange, was it?
It was, actually, so
Yep.
nice to see that again.
Next game we have is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Oh yeah, I got shrink wrap on this, so.
You know, it's funny and ironic you went so long without having this game or playing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my first Zelda was The Legend of Zelda for NES, but I didn't pick up another Zelda until Ocarina of Time. Next we have, oh Bait, this is a very good one, at least I think so. This is Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo. This is super cool. Let me just say it really quick. I don't care so much about the paint aspect of this game. If it was called Mario Super Cool Music Composer Game, that would have been more accurate for me. That's all I did was make music in this.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of it. It's pretty awesome.
We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time.
Ah, Turtles in Time. Good stuff there. And we might see more of the Ninja Turtles later in this video.
Oh, in the Bait segment?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, well, let's speed this up a little bit so we can see the Bait segment. Alright, moving on, we have Super Mario Kart. Probably the best multiplayer game on the system. Ho 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 ho, what do we have here? It's Mippy the Moat. He's so handsome, I'm gonna pet his cheek.
That's right, you get to be Mippy the Moat in that.
Everyone ignores what I did. Totally fine. Moving on, Monopoly for the Super Nintendo. I'm not going to talk about the game, it's Monopoly. What I will mention though, real quick, Bait, is this is the cheapest video game I ever bought because I won a 99-cent auction for this. Yes, I won this for 99 cents. Alright, moving on, we have Star Fox for the Super Nintendo, Bait. Yes, you heard me right. I did pick up Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Even though I'm not a big fan of Star Fox games, I'm like,
Yeah.
Remember that skit we did on the old Keet and Bait videos where this is my impression of Slippy Toad and this is my impression of Peppy, and we were just standing there making no facial expression? Yeah, well, on the front of the box is that Star Fox, so it's too iconic, so yeah, I got Star Fox, and it was not expensive.
Yeah.
I think I paid 47 bucks for this, so.
Hey, not bad.
No, not at all. Alright, next we have Royal Rumble. Bait, look at the, oh, let me tell you, Bait. Oh, you got me this, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, let me take you, I'm gonna go from right to left because this guy, we don't like as much anymore. On the right side we have Shawn Michaels, and then we have Razor Ramon, and then Yokozuna, then Perfect Dark, and then The Undertaker, and then Bret the Hitman Hart. Now, is that a roster or what?
Sure is, and I think even Ric Flair and Macho Man are in there. Man.
They didn't make the cover! Yoshi's Safari. This was indeed a Super Scope game. If you did not have the Super Scope, you could not play this at all.
Yeah, I made the mistake of buying it one time without the scope, so I had no use of it.
Next we have Clay Fighter. This is a classic game here.
3 1/3, the Ball versus Happy? No, wait.
Cuckoo Kia? Well, you didn't say Cuckoo Kia.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 3D. Alright, so with this game, Nintendo, obviously representing Japan, sided with the Nazis during World War II. What I'm saying is, I don't know if this is unrelated, but when they ported Wolfenstein to the Super Nintendo, Nintendo told them you must remove all Nazi references from the game. So there's no swastikas, no Hitler, they renamed things, they changed skins. I'm thinking it's because they were on the Nazi side in World War II, and even Nintendo is like, nah, get rid of it. You can't fight them. There's someone else.
that could be, yeah. That's why I thought, I bet an interesting story's coming here.
Alright, Super Game Boy Bait. This thing is great. It was basically like what GameCube had, but for the Super Nintendo, way back then, you could put Game Boy games and play them in color on your TV. That was cool. Moving on, we have Donkey Kong Country.
Great game.
Oh wait, the first boss was the bird?
Yeah, the bird probably.
So that the dumb guy was the second boss? He's so easy for the second boss.
That's right, I guess he was.
I mean, the bird's more intimidating. He's huge, he makes loud noises, and then you get a beaver who just goes duh, duh. Odd, but a great game. Awesome game. Can't say anything bad about it. We have WWF Raw Bait. This is another game that you got me. Thank you once again. I always thank you every time I see this.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, that is a really cool game to have, actually.
Well,
it's the only one that has 1, 2, 3 kids.
Next we have The Lion King for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, good game there. That was a fun one.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Next we have C2 Judgment Clay, otherwise known as Clay Fighter 2.
And a sequel. Nice.
It did. Alright, the next game, Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh yeah, I love that game. I actually had it at one point. I don't know if I still do, or I lost it or something, but it was great.
There's a controversy that Kirby is always angry on United States box art. I'm just pointing out he really is not that angry on most US box art. I'm not sure if that's not sure where that came from. He's angry on some, but it doesn't really warrant say he's angry on most. Anyway, moving on, we have Looney Tunes B-Ball. You can even see on the box that it supports 4 players. That's rare for Super Nintendo. Next game is Doom for the Super Nintendo, complete with a bright red cartridge. The cartridge for The Legend of Zelda really badly needed to be gold. I don't know what they were thinking. Oh boy, Bait. Oh, can you smell it? Can you smell what the Auk is cooking?
Yeah, that's easily my second favorite game on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, you still have Yoshi's Island, don't you?
Sure do.
True, yeah, I really like this game because it has Yoshi, and Yoshi goes, and then he goes, and then he goes,
And then Baby Mario, hey!
Oh yeah, Baby Mario, hey! And then Baby Mario.
So many memories of this game. Oh, and of course the music. Oh my butt. Oh my big old butt.
Oh my butt. Oh my big old butt. Okay, then we have WrestleMania, the arcade game. This is my favorite wrestling game probably ever made. The next game, Primal Rage. What was it? The collection video for the 10-year anniversary Bait, the one we did prior to this, which I didn't have as much. But the photo that I used for this had all the action figures included. So if you want to see the action figures, go back and watch the 10-year anniversary video special.
Oh yeah, maybe I gotta check that out again. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, good. Yeah, that's a fun game. I think I had it on Sega, actually.
Then we have Super Mario RPG: The Legend of the Seven Stars. Bait, I know you've played this. I know what your thoughts are, just like everyone else. A lot of people go, I don't really care for RPGs, and this isn't a Mario game, but wow, what a good game! Alright, next game is Miss Pac-Man. I believe this was a 2-player game.
That's way too late. And after Mario RPG, there's no way this was after Mario RPG.
Yeah, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, Bait. Yes, these are done in chronological release order. So yes, Bait is completely not hysteric when he's seeing it this late.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. Next we have Kirby Superstar.
At least Kirby came later.
Kirby's always a late bloomer. Oh, and what do we have here? What do we have here, Bait? Is that an angry Kirby? No, that's a happy Kirby, just like he always is. Nothing to see here.
I love that game though. That's probably maybe my favorite Kirby game of all time, actually.
Next we have SimCity 2000. Not a lot of experience with this game, but I believe, Bait, this is the main event of my Super Nintendo, so guess what? You're up, buddy. Why don't you show us something from your collection? That is a super cool shirt, actually. That's worth showing for the collection video.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm gonna try to match up my shirts with what I'm showing each time, so... Alright, now it's time to go over to the shelf here and see what we got. Let's say a quick hot hello to Rubby Roo. Hi, Rubby Roo. He's kind. Okay, starting with ABC. Here are the shows that we're on. I kind of have them arranged by network. Full House ran on ABC. Great box set. And so did Street Sharks ran on ABC.
On ABC?
And so did A Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Oh, a pup named Scooby-Doo, not to be confused with the actual Scooby-Doo.
And that's ABC, the ABC section. Full House, Street Sharks, Scooby, and then we go to NBC. Was the Marios.
Cool.
Some of those. These are the. I'll just show the ones that are like complete series versions.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Good
from
idea.
the original. And then of course Mario Bros. 3, probably the best. The
Really,
best of
really nice
Mario.
set.
And then Mario World. So
Wait, 1 second. Pull up Mario Bros. 3 again?
Oh yeah.
Why is it Cape Mario?
It is Cape Mario. Good point. And then we'll go to CBS, had Dink the Dino.
That's everyone's favorite. I think out of the entire shelf, everyone was waiting for Dink the Dinosaur.
Absolutely. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that's CBS.
That is
Dink and Turtles.
one big box set there.
Sure is.
Is that the first 10 sets?
CBS had some awesome cartoons.
Dink.
Oh yeah, 10 series. The Dink and Turtles wraps up the CBS.
Do you know that Dink is a racial slur? Oh, it's a cat!
Gabby and Robbie, both! Wow! Now for the Nickelodeon section, there's going to be a good bit here. Rocco.
Hey, we got Rocco. Hey, Rocco, how's it going?
It was pretty good, Mrs. Bighead.
And then, of course, Our Real Monsters.
I don't think I could do their voices. I don't think I could do any of their voices.
No, me neither, actually. Rugrats, that's a pretty hefty box.
That is. I don't even know how many series they had.
And then SpongeBob.
Oh, first 100.
And the next 100.
And the next 100, as it says.
And the Nickelodeon's version of Ninja Turtles.
Yes, the Nickelodeon Tortagulons.
And then here's the Cartoon Network section. We have Ed, Edd and Eddy
Yeah.
and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Something tells me you're working on the Cartoon Network collection.
Yeah, I don't have as many there yet, but I included the Pokemon, actually. It was Pokemon series with, because it ended up moving to Cartoon Network, or you could say WB.
Yeah.
Be its own section, but I just put it next to, Cartoon Network, just
Yeah.
to,
You have quite a bit of the
have it
pokes.
here.
Quite a bit of the pokes.
Oh yeah, and here's just some random stuff. Classic commercials.
Oh, that's different.
And then basically some some music-related stuff. Beavis and Butthead and a couple of artists released their music videos on DVD. Weird Al, R.E.M., Simple Plan, and then the Aquabats. Awesome.
Yeah, that's music related.
Yeah, kind of is actually. And then, well, we'll see more of that on a future video. Well, what could I be showing the next? It's going to be a different type of a video, but let's see with this clue if you can figure out what it might be.
We're out of your portion and into mine, and I'm bringing people my Game Boy Color collection. I had the purple one. Did you have the purple one too?
I think I had the yellow one. Yeah, that one was nice.
It's cool. I really like what they did with the Game Boy Color box, where the side of it for a lot of the early portion was this cool holographic print.
Oh yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Alright, let's see what the first game's gonna be. That's not a video game. Correction, it is a plug for the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It's an AC adapter. Alright, Conker's Pocket Tales.
Oh yeah, look at that hungry soup. It's soupy soup.
It's Soupy Mario Soup, it is. Alright, next we have Mario Golf, simply called. Looks like the N64 one, doesn't it? It's a different game though.
Yeah, it does. I like those kind of boxes, those nice square short boxes. Those are neat.
Yeah, Game Boy boxes are quite small.
And Zelda soup this time.
Yeah, Zelda Soup. Doesn't have a ring to it. Then we have Grand Theft Auto on the Game Boy Color. This game is not at all like Grand Theft Auto 3 and up. Then we have Pokemon Trading Card Game. This game is one of my favorites. I might make it the music for this title portion of the video, but you had this too, right?
Oh yeah, I might have had that. And that was a classic back in the APT days.
APT days. We'll leave it at that. Yep, you're right. We'll say that's like middle schoolish days, but yeah, it came with a cool Meowth card here too. Then we have Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. This one is a step up from Wario Land 2, but still a step down from Wario Land on Game Boy.
This is a really cool cover.
Yeah, I do think that is a great cover. Very cool. Alright, then we have Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Color. I also thought this game was going to be worth quite a bit because nobody wanted the Game Boy Color version of Perfect Dark. It was not the same game, wasn't even quite as good. It had an oversized cartridge for a rumble feature. But yeah, there it is, Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Color. Then we had Pokemon Gold and Silver. Bait, I think you had Pokemon Gold, I had Pokemon Silver, and here it is.
Yeah, I had gold and you had silver.
Then we have Grand Theft Auto 2 for the Game Boy Color. They did it again. They did it again. They said, hey, should Nintendo fans have a Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, sure, just put it on Game Boy Color. Then we have Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Bait, I think we did some kind of... Oh, do I need to say it?
Yeah.
Look, Bait, you tell me. Is Kirby happy or is he angry on US box art?
He sure isn't angry.
He sure isn't angry. I don't know why. The internet seems to say that he is. Alright,
With trade, I think I got you the card
Yep.
of it, and then
Yep.
you must have gotten the other stuff later.
yeah, I did. I picked up the box for cheaper than I expected, because otherwise I wasn't going to get this game. It's too expensive. Way too expensive. Next we have The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages.
Game Boy had a Smelting Hot.
Smelting Ha, yeah, it does have it has two Smelting Ha's. Look, it's got Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Season. Then we have The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, Bait.
Okay, you do have both. I wondered about that.
Yep, I got the part and the counterpart. Speaking of parts, thank you guys for joining us for part 2. And part 3, we're gonna go over, I think you could take a guess. N64 will be coming up next for you guys. Thank you all for watching.
And yeah, join us next time.